back to Designs by Shot. I know it has been so long since you have seen a crafting video of me. I apologize, but I will not waste your time with this intro. I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. So I am starting a Cricut school. So it's been something I've been planning for a while now. I've been writing the syllabus. I have lessons 1 through 5 written out and ready to go. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. I do want to say I'm going to make the videos as short as possible for each lesson because I'm going to be hosting a live class for each lesson right here on YouTube every single Monday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to try to post each lesson the same day. I'm really hoping to post them on Fridays or Saturdays, but I will not make any promises or any guarantees. But I will tell you this, we will be having a live class for that lesson every Monday at 6 p.m. So click that bell button so you get notified. So you're notified when I'm posting my lessons and you're notified of when I am on live every single Monday so you don't miss anything. So I'm going to go ahead and get straight into the video, you guys. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so this is the Cricut Explorer Air 2 that I have. It is all black. I was trying to find the same deal that I got on Cricut.com. I actually purchased this in a bundle deal. It came with some mats, all the tools, some vines. It came with a lot of stuff actually, but they no longer have those available. So I will just leave a link for the Cricut machine that I did find on Amazon. Same machines, just different colors and not with the bundle deal. So it's going to come with 2 cords. One is the power cord and then one is your USB cord. I do not use my USB cord because I just use the Bluetooth feature. So the first thing you're going to want to do is plug it up. And then if you're going to be hooking your USB cord up, you will hook this part into the Cricut machine and this part into your laptop or your computer tablet. Just going to turn it around now. I have had my Cricut for 2 years now, so it's extremely dirty, sadly. So I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to open it. And this is how it will look once you open it. This compartment is for your markers and this B compartment is for your blade. So I'm not for sure because like I said, I bought my Cricut in a bundle, but I would assume that they would send you a blade with your Cricut machine. So this compartment, this is actually where I keep my blade and my extra blade. If I can pick it up maybe. So this is the extra blade, and then it's a little magnet strip right here. I actually just found out today, but I keep my blade in there. And then so with your blade, it's going to come like this. Not going to come put together already. So you're going to want to push this down and hold it and put the part that's just sharp, not the actual blade, into the hole. Then let it go, and now it's in there. Then you want to put it in the B side. And that's all you would have to do to hook it up. So these are the compartments. These are the tools. I lost the scissors somewhere in the scraper. So anyway, so this is how it looks. This is the button to open it. This is the, whatever you want to call it. This is the blade that actually cuts your projects. And then this is your knob. This is the different cutting settings. So you have custom, you have paper, you have vinyl, you have iron-on, light cardstock, bonding fabric, poster board. Now I'm reading this out loud, assuming that you're looking at your machine as I'm reading these off. So I'm sorry I did not have a closer view. So a lot of people do cut only on custom, and they would change the settings in the Cricut Design app. But I actually just use vinyl, iron-on, light cardstock as of right now. These are the 3 different settings that I cut on. This arrow is how you will insert and take out your mat into the machine. This C is basically your start button, and then this button is your pause button. So for some reason, if your machine was cutting and you needed to stop the cut, you would click the pause button. And I believe that is everything as far as the machine goes. I will say I do power off and unplug this when it is not in use. I do not leave this plugged up or turned on. But now we're going to go over to the computer and go over Cricut Design Space. So the first thing you want to do is go to Cricut.com so you can download Cricut Design Space. This is the Cricut app. This is the Cricut website. You can explore the website if you would like, but we're going to go up to the top hand corner on your right side and click Design, and then that's going to prompt you to download the Cricut Design app. So here you want to click Download, and it will automatically download for you, or a window will pop up and walk you step by step through the download. I'm not going to download because I already have the app installed. So once you have your app downloaded, you will go ahead and open your app, and you're going to click Product Setup. Here we're going to set up our Cricut machine. So click here and then click the Cricut machine that you have. I'm going to click Cricut Explore. And then here you're going to fill out all of your information and click I agree. And then the Create a Cricut ID button will be available for you to click it. I already have one. I actually started a new one just for this video so you can see it as if you were a beginner. I'm going to click sign in, and then I'm going to type in my password. Okay, so now it is telling you to make sure your machine is away from the wall, and it's going to tell you to plug your power cord up. And if you're going to be using the USB cord, then you will plug your USB cord up. So these things should already be done. They're going to check for any updates for your Cricut. Click update and then next. So this is the Cricut Access. They're going to you can sign up for the Access if you would like. There is a free trial for 7 days, I do believe, and I personally do use Cricut Access, so I do think it is worth the $9.99, but you do not have to sign up, of course. I'm going to click no thank you. So here is, they walk you through how to do a practice cut, but I'm going to skip this part, but you can go through this if you would like. Okay, so this is your home screen once you're in Cricut Design Space. So here is where all your projects would be listed once you start, and after that you see all the Cricut Access. There are tons and tons and tons of projects and templates and things like that, but we're not going to get into that right now. So if you were starting a new project, you would click here, New Project, and this is your blank canvas. So over here to the left hand side, you have your templates, you have your projects, you have your images, text, shapes, and uploads. So your templates, so these are just, like this says templates, so this is good for, say for instance, if you were designing a banner for a customer and you wanted to show them an example to make sure they are going to like the banner before you start to cut it, this would be good for that. Not for sure why it's not popping up. The most common one I use is t-shirt. And say for instance, as you see, it's very faint for some reason. So you could go up to the top where it says color and you could change it. So say if you were doing a black t-shirt, and I would take the grid lines away. Say if you were doing a black t-shirt, you could do whatever to the t-shirt, put the designs there, put the text there, whatever you're doing to the t-shirt, screenshot this and send it to your customer. So you can show them what it would look like before you cut anything, so you can make changes. Okay, and then right here, as you've seen, you could take away your grid lines or change your grid lines if you would like. Then there's projects. So this is all the Cricut Design Space projects or Cricut Access projects if you would like to try those out. And then your images. These are all images. So once you upload some images, these will be in here as well. So with the Cricut Access, as you see, all the A, that's included into the Cricut Access. But some items are free, so you can use them without Cricut Access. And then if they have a price, then that's without Cricut Access, it would be $1.99. But if you were paid for Cricut Access, it would be included with that. Then we have text. So we click the text. Your text box would pop up, and you can type whatever you were wanting to type out. And then up here you have the different fonts, and same thing with the fonts, like the pictures. There are a lot that are free, and then most of them you do have to pay for unless you buy Cricut Access. So then we have shapes, and they're just some typical basic shapes. and then upload. Upload is what you would use if you were wanting to upload an image to Cricut Design Space, like a picture from your phone or computer and things like that. So we are going to just practice cutting to get you familiar with the machine and how to insert the mats and get comfortable with cutting things out. So we're going to go to shapes and we're going to do 3 shapes. We're going to do square, triangle, and star. So let's see. Let's say we're doing a blue square and we're going to do a pink star and we'll do a red triangle. So we'll do the square, we'll leave it at that size. We'll do the star a little bit bigger. We'll do it at a 5. And then we'll do the triangle at a 6.5. And there's that. So now, once we are working on our canvas, we're doing on our design, and we're finished with our design, we're like, okay, we're ready to cut now. Now we will go over here to the big green button that says make it. We'll click that. So now it's going to show up different mats. The reason why it's showing up different mats is because you have your shapes different colors. So for instance, the first mat, we're going to cut on cardstock so we don't waste any vinyl. But let's just pretend we were cutting on vinyl. So say the first mat we were using red vinyl, and then the second mat you would know to load your pink vinyl, and then the third mat you would know to load your blue vinyl. So then once everything looks good to us, we're going to click continue. And now it's just connecting to the connecting to the Cricut machine, and it says base material set to light cardstock, and now it's ready to cut. So no tool required for clamp A. Make sure you have your blade in clamp B, and load mat and press the load mat by pressing the load and unload button. So let's go ahead and load our mat up. Okay, so as we see, the first mat is the triangle, and it is a red triangle. So now we will load our Cricut. We will put the red cardstock, or if you're using vinyl, if you were doing an actual project, you would put the red cardstock on the mat, right? So another thing you want to look at when you're putting the cardstock on the mat. So as you can see, it's over to 7 and it goes all the way down to the 6. So you want to make sure that area from 7 to 6 is covered with your cardstock, so it's big enough for the cut. So you would just line it up, and this mat is dirty, but it would just stick to your mat. And you're going to slide the mats underneath these 2 little notches to the side. You're going to push it up against the rollers and click the arrow button. So with cardstock or any of my paper, I usually cut on light cardstock. And then once the mat is in there, you tug on it a little bit to make sure it's in. You would click the flashing C button, which means basically start. Okay, so once it's done cutting, the arrow is going to flash for you to take the mat out of the machine. And then you could just peel back the paper, and then boom, it is cut. And then you will just peel that off. So that is the first one. Now the next mat, it would automatically go to the next cut. It is the pink star, and it's from 5, well, a little past the 5, so we can make sure it's from 6, then a little past the 5, so about 6 to 5.5. We know we need that much for the cut to be so just line it up. put the mat underneath the 2 notches, push it up against the rollers, and click the arrows. Now, once you have your cardstock on your mat, it will just stick to it. Mine, since it is old and dirty, it's not wanting to stick, so that's why I'm pushing down the cardstock. But you will not have to do this. Alright, the cut is finished. And click the arrows. Peel the cardstock back, and there we have it. Another perfect cut. Put that off to the side. And the next one is your blue square. Go ahead and same exact thing. It's the same exact thing, just different colors. Push it up against the rollers. Feed it through, and then click start. Alright, finished. And there we have it. Another cut. So that is how you would. Okay, so now that we are finished, we have all 3 mats are done. And as you can see off to the side, it has a little check mark now because we are done with that mat. So once you are finished with the project and done cutting, you will click finish, and it will take you back to your canvas. And then here, if you want to save your project, you would click save, type what you want to save it as, and then click save again. And then you would have your first project saved onto your Cricut Design Space app. Okay, and that's it for lesson 1. Okay, guys, so that was the video. So I know you're probably thinking that was a very short video, but like I said, I want to do short videos that are very detailed, and then we will have a live class every single Monday, Central Standard Time at 6 p.m. to talk about any questions you may have. I just want to get this information out to you quickly as possible, so I'm not trying to do too long of videos. I hope this video was informative. I hope for anybody who just got your Cricut, you understand now how really easy and simple it is to cut using the Cricut machine. I know sometimes we overthink things, and I think using the Cricut machine is something that a lot of people overthink at first. But it's very simple, as you've seen in the video. It's very easy to cut. It's very easy to learn, as you will see if you continue to follow my lesson plan. I hope to see everybody in my Monday class at 6 p.m. If you have any questions about this lesson, please feel free to join and ask away. Also, if you want to join the class and let me know anything that you are looking forward to learning so I can make sure I include it in my lesson plans. I do have lessons 5 written out and planned out, so maybe you can help me if I'm missing anything, things like that. So, as always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and click that bell button so you are notified every time I post anything and every time I go live, so you can join in on everything I have coming. And as always, guys, stay blessed and stay safe.